So the game I'm playing today is called NASCAR Dirt to Daytona for the Nintendo GameCube. It's been a while since I played a NASCAR game on my channel, but I've wanted to make a video of this NASCAR game in particular for quite some time, and contrary to what I said 3 years ago, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona is actually my most favorite NASCAR game of all time. I think I said before that NASCAR Racing 2003 season was my most favorite NASCAR game, but to tell you guys the truth, this one is. To be honest, I have many more fond memories playing this NASCAR game when I was much younger. In fact, I think I played this game more often than any of the other racing games I owned back in the day. So yeah, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona is yet another NASCAR game. However, it wasn't developed by EA. This is actually a NASCAR game from a company called Monster Games, who are best known for developing the NASCAR Heat series, which was also pretty popular. And Dirt to Daytona is meant to be somewhat of a spiritual successor to NASCAR Heat, at least I think it was. Now this game came out quite a while back. It was actually released in 2002, so the roster in this game is extremely outdated. But I still wanted to play the game anyway because it is yet another one of my childhood games, and I haven't played it in ages, so I'm really excited to get into this. There is a lot of stuff that I want to go over in this game, so this video might be a pretty long one, but I'm not sure yet. But there is definitely a lot of stuff that I want to show off in this game, guys. So when you press start right here, you have either fast action or career right here. I'm not going to be playing career mode, so we're just going to go to fast action, which is basically the single player mode of the game. So this is the main menu of fast action. Now fast action does have quite a few game modes actually. There is single race, which is basically the single player mode of the game, if you just want to jump right into a race. But there's also beat the heat, which I don't remember what this game mode was actually. There's also Pro Trainer. I also don't remember what this game mode is. There's also Championship, so if you want to just do a championship, so if you want to create your very own NASCAR championship, you can go and do that as well. There's also multiplayer, and I am playing this on an emulator, so this doesn't work right here because it only thinks I have one controller plugged in, so I can't play that. Yeah, I should also mention that I am not playing this on a real GameCube. I'm actually playing this on an emulator. But do not fear, though. I do own a legal copy of this game, so I think it's okay for me to be playing this on an emulator. And not only that, but I think I mentioned in one of my older videos that my GameCube does not work very well anymore. It has a really difficult time reading game discs. So, if I tried playing this game on actual hardware, I would probably be spending like a half hour just trying to get the damn game to work. And even then, I would be lucky if the game actually functioned correctly for like 5 minutes. So I just decided to download an ISO file of this game and play that instead. I just felt like it would be a lot easier. So yeah, then you also have options in save and player rating. Now, the thing that I probably like the most about this game, and one of the reasons why this is my most favorite NASCAR game, is because of the unlockables. Now, as you make progress in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, as you can see, you can get points in the single race mode, and you can basically earn points by completing races, and also getting really fast lap times on all the tracks. And once you earn a certain number of points, you can start unlocking a whole bunch of crazy cheats that make all the races in the game extremely insane. And I'll show you guys what I mean here. So as you can see, I already have one unlocked, by the way, because I did actually play the game a little bit off screen. I wanted to at least get as many points as I could to show off the first unlockable here, which is mini cars. But as you can see, there's a bunch of cheats that you can unlock here, like mini cars, which makes the cars all tiny, front wheel drive, which makes all the cars front wheel drive, obviously, monster cars, which gives all the cars a really jacked up suspension and makes them even more prone to flipping over. And I actually don't remember what the other unlockables do, like Super Draft, Hornball, AI Vengeance, Insane Race Car, Oh Dear, Horn Mortar, and Hardcore Physics. I don't remember what any of those do, probably because I never managed to unlock them when I played this game a very long time ago, because I could never accumulate enough points to unlock them. But I'll definitely show off the mini cars mode, for sure, probably near the end of the video. So now if we go to single race right here, as you can see, we have 4 different leagues instead of just one, like in NASCAR Racing 2003 season and NASCAR Thunder 2003. So we do have the Cup Series, but we also have the Craftsman Truck Series. We have the, I think that says Featherweight Modified, actually no, that's Feather Light Modified Series. It's really difficult to read because of the way the flag is waving in that image. and you also have the Dirt Series. Now, to be honest with you guys, I really don't feel like showing off the Cup Series in this game. I would rather show off the other leagues, like the Truck Series, the Modified Series, and the Dirt Series, because I feel like these 3 leagues right here are a lot more interesting than the Cup Series. Like, I don't want to be playing another NASCAR game and just showing off the exact same league, like the NASCAR Winston Cup Series again. I would like to show you guys something a little bit different, and this NASCAR game definitely has a lot of things that are different from, you know, like EA's NASCAR games, for instance. And I think the first league I'm going to show off here is actually the Dirt Series, because the Dirt Series I personally think is the most interesting one out of them all, because as the name would insinuate, you're racing on dirt tracks. But I guess very quickly, I could show you guys the Cup League right here, just to show you guys the roster. So this is basically the roster right here. So you do have all real drivers, well, at least 20 real drivers, and all of the other ones are fantasy drivers. But you do have most of the drivers that participate in, like, the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup season, along with real images of them, basically photoshopped images. So you'd have Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon, Bobby Hamilton, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jarrett, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, etc. And, okay, why is the sound in the game cutting out all of a sudden? Yeah, so basically you have a bunch of real NASCAR drivers, but as you can see, there's only about 20 of them there, and then all the other ones are fantasy drivers. But as you can see, I can't actually choose any of the fantasy drivers. I'm not sure if it is possible to even unlock them, because I know that you do race against the fantasy drivers when you're actually participating in a race in this game, but I'm not sure if there's any way to actually unlock the fantasy drivers and play as them yourself. I'm not really sure, but you can also customize your car, and you can actually do that in every league. So I guess I could show this off very quickly. So you can paint your car. So as you can see, you do have like a custom paint scheme. You can choose from different templates. As you can see, you have blue flames right here, and you can also change the color. So I could change these flames from blue to red here. Also, this little dot right here is not updating for some reason. As you can see, the color is changing. So, we got some red flames right there. So if you feel like racing with your own customized car, then you can go right ahead and do just that. As far as I know, EA Sports' NASCAR games don't allow you to do that. At least I don't think they do. Then you can just apply the changes right here. You can be racing with that car right there. And then you can also choose a number, but you can only choose numbers that aren't already being used by either the real drivers or the fantasy drivers. So if I choose a random number here, like 180, so as you can see, it has the number 180 on it now. I think it is possible to change the color of the number. Let me just try something here. Yeah, there we go. Make it yellow. There. That's the ugliest looking NASCAR I've ever seen, but anyway. Anyway, I really want to show off the Dirt Series first, so we'll go and do that. So these are all the drivers right here. As you can see, there aren't any real images available of these drivers. I'm not sure if any of these drivers are even real. I mean, all of these drivers could be fantasy drivers, for all we know, but I'm not really sure. You can still customize your car here as well, but I don't think I'm going to use a custom car for this. I think I'll just choose the 476 car right here. So these are all the tracks that you have in the Dirt Series. Again, not sure if any of these are real, but maybe they are. Anoka, Baxter, Dundas, Egan, Hastings, Canyon, and Kingsfield. So there's not that many to choose from, at least in this league. So that's only like, yeah, that's only like 7 of them. But we'll go to Anoka here, because this is probably the track that I remember the most, actually, from this game, like the Dirt Series in particular. So then, when you're setting up the race, you can choose to either do a full race or a dash, sprint race, short race, medium, long, very long, or endurance. But I think for now, maybe we'll do a medium race. This track is not that long anyway, so it wouldn't take that long to complete 17 laps around it. Full damage, breakdowns enabled, and I have the custom AI strength set to 100. So yeah, it also shows you a map right here, showing you where exactly in the United States the track is located. And it also loads very quickly. If you're playing this game on an emulator, it actually loads a lot more quickly than it does if you were playing it on a real GameCube. So that's a plus, I guess. And also, you can use free camera right here, because you are using the Dolphin emulator. So, I can just move the camera around freely right here, which causes the game to freak out. And as you can see, this guy right here has no wheels on his car, and in fact, he doesn't even have a head. So that's obviously terrifying right there. But yeah, it's kind of weird though, because it's not like rendering half the track, but I guess when you're viewing it from the camera angle you're normally viewing it at, yeah, you can't see like 90% of the track anyway, so I guess it just doesn't bother rendering the part that you can't see. So you have 4 different races right here. You have Heat 1, Heat 2, B main, and A main. Now I think the way this works is that you need to qualify in order to enter Heat 1. Otherwise you can only go to Heat 2. And you can go to B main, but I think you need to complete B main in order to go to A main. So I think what we're going to do first, guys, is that we're just going to qualify here. And oh, okay. I guess we're just waiting for these guys right here. So we'll try following. We'll try qualifying, not following. But yeah, there's a guy yelling at me. My spotter's yelling at me right here. So yeah, basically the way this game works is that if you were playing this on a real GameCube, you would be using the R button to accelerate instead of the A button, because this ain't no Mario Kart, boys. This is a real life, well, not real life, but I mean it's a simulation style racing game, pretty much. So yeah, I actually never understood that control scheme, because it seems like a lot of NASCAR games that came out for the GameCube used a very bizarre control scheme in which the R button is used to accelerate instead of the A button. I never really understood that control scheme, but it's not really the most confusing one. Oh, that's good. I qualified all the way in the back, so clearly I'm good at this, guys. Oh, and I didn't even go to Heat 1, I guess, so we're just skipping straight to Heat 2. Fine. Have it your way, game. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna get into an actual race here, guys. So first it shows you the starting grid, sponsored by Craftsman, of course. Yeah, I don't know if I should be censoring any of the sponsors right here, because maybe these companies don't want me showing their logo in this game, but I don't really know. These are all the guys we're racing against. We're racing in the back because we suck. But anyway, let's just do this right here. So let me see if I can display this stuff. Okay, I don't want to change the camera angle, but it is a thing you can do. Okay, yeah, I can see the leaderboard right here. Okay, people are spinning out. Everybody is spinning out right here. Okay, so yeah, we have 5 laps here, so we're just gonna race 5 laps, just do a quick race. I don't know if I'm going to complete this entire venue, or this like entire race. I don't know if I'm gonna go to like B main after this and try to complete that. I'm not entirely sure, but this is only 5 laps, so I'll at least try to complete this. Let me get my my rear view mirror here. So yeah, this is basically NASCAR. This is more based off of like the more localized NASCAR venues, basically more local racetracks that are officially sanctioned by NASCAR. Because for those of you guys who don't know, there are more NASCAR leagues than just the Sprint Cup series like today. Because I mean, there is also I think the NASCAR Xfinity series, which used to be known as the Nationwide series, which I think used to be known as the Busch series. And then there's the Truck series, and there is also the Modified series, but the Modified series is only very rarely aired on TV. And then, of course, there was the Dirt series, basically where you're racing on dirt, pretty much. So these were more like localized racetracks that were officially sanctioned by NASCAR. And for those of you who didn't already know, here in Canada, we do have our own version of NASCAR, which is the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. And that NASCAR league would pretty much fall under the more, you know, localized NASCAR races. But there you go, guys. We finished in 6th place. So I guess it's kind of good. And then after you complete a race, it shows you a replay of the race you just did. But it's not like I care anyway, so I don't think we... Well, I mean, we're going to B main, but I'm not sure if we'll qualify for A main right here. Well, I am actually in 1st, so maybe. Just maybe. Okay, well actually, hang on a second right here. I don't really know why I'm starting in 1st, because I finished in 6th the last time, but okay. Fine then. I don't know if I'll race the entire 12 laps, but we'll see here. Just leave everyone in the dust then, I guess. I will need to try and beat this race fairly quickly though, guys, because the thing is, and I'm not really sure why the Dolphin emulator does this, but it seems like if I play the game for more than 10 or 15 minutes, the emulator will just crash for no apparent reason. So I'm hoping that I can finish this race before it crashes. I'd really like to be able to do that, and I think I will, because it seems like it only takes like 15 seconds to complete a lap around this track. So yeah, all these dirt tracks are also very short as well. Basically really short oval dirt tracks. You need to make sure not to go too far down to the bottom, because that part of the track right there, like at the very bottom, is very slippery, so you can spin out a lot easier. A lot easier to spin out. Maybe I can go into the cockpit view for a little while. Yeah, this view's not that difficult to see out of. Not really. Just need to watch this guy down below me. Okay, he's trying to pass me. Will I let him pass? Oh, geez. Okay. You know what? Just get out of this view. It's making it a little bit difficult to see, honestly. Maybe try some drifting. And try some extreme drifting right here. Okay, I don't want to spin anyone out. Here we go. Just play it safe. Just play fair as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do have the flag rules enabled, but I don't think there are any yellow flags that can come out in the dirt races. I don't think. I mean, in the other leagues, yeah, but I don't think the yellow flag is ever dropped in the dirt races, in this game at the very least, because whenever someone spins out, they never bring out the yellow flag. So, probably because the races are so short. Perhaps. I'm not really sure, but okay, that guy is spinning out. And I'm probably gonna take out the rest of the pack. Yeah, there we go. Didn't even try to avoid that, did you? Yeah. Yeah, again, the AI is not really that smart. But then again, I can set it to percentages higher than 100. So maybe I can make them a little bit smarter. So yeah, that's basically how the dirt races work right here. Oh, that was the best lap ever! Oh, that was the best lap ever! I guess because I got a faster lap time. So yeah, as I mentioned before, you also get points for simply completing a lap around the track. If you complete it fast enough, then you get even more points. Oh, that was also my best lap ever, so I guess I'm just getting better at this. I guess this guy is just amazed by pretty much everything in life, isn't he? Okay. Well, anyway, I'm almost done this race right here. Hopefully the emulator doesn't crash before I'm able to do this. I don't think it will, though, because there's basically just 30 seconds left in this race, and after that we will be done. Now, there's also other information that you can view here. Okay, I pressed the wrong button again. I have to press the C key on my keyboard. So, this little screen right here displays your car info, so it basically shows which part of your car has received damage. And as you can see, there is a little green part on my car right here, like on the front, that does indicate that the front of the car has taken damage a little bit. And, okay, well, I got 4th place. I mean, it still wasn't that bad, but yeah, there's also another screen that shows you the amount of wear your tires have on them, and also shows you the tire temperature, which I think is very neat as well. But yeah, so did I not qualify for the A main? Nope, I guess I had to finish in top 3, so alright, well, screw you guys. So after that, you also have the modified series, which are basically these open-wheel cars, as you can see right here. So you can just drive these around. You can also drive these cars around ovals, but they just race on, you know, just a regular old asphalt. There is at least one road course in this game for the modified cars, and I am actually racing on it right now. So yeah, these are basically the modified cars right here. And like I said before, this is also a real NASCAR league, but again, the modified races don't get aired on TV very often, although I think there were some, like, NASCAR Sprint Cup drivers who have competed in the modified series before. In fact, I think, wasn't Ryan Newman one of those drivers? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he was, but I could be wrong about that. I do know there were some Sprint Cup drivers that participated in the modified series before. It's the same thing with, you know, the Xfinity and the Truck series as well. Oh geez, okay, my car is emitting smoke. Or my tires, I should say. And now as for other information on your car info, it also shows you the oil temperature. Holy crap, why was that so difficult to say? But yeah, it also shows you the oil temperature. Now the interesting thing is that if the oil temperature gets too high, there will be smoke that starts to come out of your engine. It is also possible to blow the engine as well, so it basically explodes either way. But yeah, if the oil temperature gets too high, then your car will... Your engine will basically start emitting smoke, and I believe your car does actually slow down when that happens. It doesn't mean you blew your engine, but the car starts having a more difficult time actually functioning correctly when that happens. And it also shows you the amount of estimated fuel, the estimated amount of fuel that you have left. So basically right here it's saying that I could go for approximately 48 more laps before I run out of fuel. And then you have the tire information right here, which shows you the temperature of your tires in real time. And as the tires wear out, they will start to turn red on this screen right here. And when they turn fully red, then that means the tires have been completely worn out. And it'll also give you a notification, like the game will give you a notification when the tires have completely worn out. And also when you completely lose a tire, or even blow a tire, then it'll notify you of that as well. As a matter of fact, I think I do have damage enabled, so maybe I could test this out by crashing into a wall somewhere. Like maybe this wall right here. Oh! What the heck? Okay. I just phased right through it. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I didn't think my car was going to literally pass right through that wall. Yeah. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. I did cause a lot of damage to the front of my car. You know what? Let's just try jousting with one of these guys then. Let's just go the wrong way. Just go the wrong way. Just basically, we're gonna kill ourselves. That's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna kill ourselves. This guy's gonna be the victim. Ooh! There we go. Yeah, so... Yeah, I also blew his engine. Yeah, but he can drive away normally when he does that, but I can't. So when the engine gets blown, as you can see, I can't even drive the car anymore. Like, the car refuses to drive. And yeah, my engine is also flashing now. It received terminal damage. Well, I mean, I can still drive a little bit. I could at the very least get back to pit road like this. Oh yeah, I definitely could actually, but... Yeah, so basically, it also shows you the percentage of damage. So, my engine is at 100%, it received the maximum damage possible. I was hoping that the wheels would fly off though, but they didn't. But as you can see, the wheels can take damage. The wheels are highlighted in green, which means they have taken a decent amount of damage from that wreck right there. And the wheels do actually start coming loose when they get extremely damaged, so they start wobbling all over the place until eventually they either stop spinning or they just fall right off your car. So that's totally a thing that can happen. And the radiator has also been damaged. Yeah, the radiator also makes it very difficult for your car to keep running as well. And I think the aero damage is basically the amount of damage your car's body has taken. I believe that's what that means. So, yeah, I should never be allowed to drive a NASCAR. Just never allow me to drive. I will say this though, damage models on the cars are pretty realistic if you ask me. And as you can see, the body on my car is completely dented, and there's smoke coming out of the engine, of course, and everything is all twisted and bent, all the metal as well. So it's pretty realistic. The damage in this game is pretty realistic. And I mean, the physics are too. Unfortunately, the crowds are not realistic. The crowds in this game are literally cardboard cutouts of people. Basically fake crowds, as you can see. Alright, so I think we're gonna try out one of the Pro Trainer races now, actually. So, I do remember what the Pro Trainer races are now. Basically, they allow you to race against the pros. You know, the NASCAR veterans, you know, like, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, and Kurt Busch. In fact, I'm actually racing against Kurt Busch right now. And this actually gives me the opportunity to show off one of the fantasy cars that you can play as in this game, the number 181 right here. But again, I'm not sure if it's possible to unlock this car in just regular play. Also, you're not actually racing Kurt Busch, you're racing his ghost. You're racing a ghost car right here that becomes real in your rearview mirror, which is bizarre, but whatever. We'll just race against him right here. We'll just race against him and try and beat him. Try and beat his butt. Wow, I'm actually leaving him in the dust right here. At least right now, as long as I don't mess up this final turn right here. Oh my god, no. No, you stay there. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna win for sure. I am definitely gonna win. Get wrecked, Kurt. Oh wait, is the race over? Oh yeah, the race is over. Great job, you beat the pro. Okay, why did it say there were 4 more laps to go though? Alright, whatever. Yeah, but we beat Kurt Busch, guys. Hang on a second. Can I do something with the camera right here? Oh, okay. I'm doing things with the camera, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. It's traveling into another dimension, guys. Yeah, and also, when you move the camera, you can actually move certain HUD elements right off the screen. So there you go. Great job, you beat the pro. Now it's just leaving, and now it's gone. It's gone from the screen. and now everything's just blue. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Okay, guys, it's time to get silly here. So, I have the mini cars cheat enabled, and oh boy, just watch. Just watch this. Look at this monstrosity right here, guys. Look at this monstrosity. All the trucks are really tiny, and okay, well, if this thing could get out of the way. Yeah, look at that. The tires aren't even connected to the truck. Like, the body of the truck is just floating. And the tires are, like, extremely large. In fact, the tires look even larger than the truck itself. So, there you go. That's what the mini cars is, guys. Although, once again, the trucks do appear to be normal in the rearview mirror, but then when they come around, yeah, they're just really tiny. They're like mini cars. Yeah, there goes the draft meter. So yeah, that's one of the unlockable cheats. And of course, there are plenty more. And I would have liked to show off some of the other unlockable cheats in this game, like the monster cars cheat, for instance, because I had a lot of fun messing around with that cheat when I was a lot younger. Just cars basically flipping over on their side whenever you would oversteer into a turn. But I didn't want to play the game too much, because the thing is, I need to get at least 1,000 points in order to unlock the monster cars cheat, and I really didn't feel like playing the game up to that point, because I really just wanted to sit down and record a video of this game, so I decided, you know what, I'll just play this game up until the point where I can at least unlock the mini cars cheat and show that off, because I wanted to show off at least one cheat in this video, so I decided it would be mini cars. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like this. Shut up, Spotter, for just one moment, please. But, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I enjoy this NASCAR game in particular so much. Because of the crazy unlockable cheats in this game that are really fun to mess around with. It makes the races a lot more interesting, I feel, and much more chaotic. Something that EA's NASCAR games can't possibly do. So, yeah, it's just one of the things that makes this NASCAR game in particular so fun. Alright, well, I guess I'm going into full Savage mode now. There we go. Yeah, and I'm the one spinning all of them out. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna wait right here, and then I'm gonna spin this guy out. Okay, I thought that didn't work at first, but no, it did. And also, I am on Martinsville right here. And this is actually something that I used to enjoy doing a lot when I was much younger. One of the things that I used to do in this game very often was actually wait for the cars to come around, and then I would pit maneuver them. And I didn't really have any particular reason for doing it, other than the fact that it was just fun to do. And actually, I used to do that a lot more often than, you know, playing the game the way it's meant to be played, so I just had more fun spinning all these guys out and causing massive wrecks. Another thing I also used to enjoy doing was just simply turning around and driving backwards and hitting all of the cars head-on, causing like massive pileups. So, honestly, I just enjoyed doing that more than actually playing the game. And here we go, let's just try and do a burnout takedown right here. Burnout style takedown. That wasn't really a burnout style takedown, but I tried. I tried at the very least, but it didn't work. Wow, this cheat actually looks better on the modified cars, because those cars are more open-wheeled, so the wheels are even further away from the actual body of the car. That is, wow, that is the... that is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Also, all the other cars are just invisible. You can still see their shadows. Oh, okay, are we just gonna leave the skybox? I guess we're just gonna leave the background at the very least. Yeah, we're just leaving the game now, guys. Holy jeez. This looks really weird. And what's even weirder is that the HUD is still here. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave this video here. There's a lot more stuff that I could have shown in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, but that's all I really wanted to show in this video, honestly. I didn't feel like showing off anything else. Just wanted to show you guys the other NASCAR leagues in this game, aside from the Cup Series. I really wanted to show you guys, like, the Truck Series and Modified and Dirt, because I wanted to show you something different in a NASCAR game for once. Just something a teensy tiny bit different. Like, very tiny bodies with wheels that are larger than the car itself, and the wheels not even being attached to the car, but somehow still propelling it forward either way. So, stuff that makes no sense. Also, I never realized this before, but this table right here is actually floating. It has, like, no legs. Not only that, but I've never seen this before. There's like two stopwatches right here. Yeah. something I never actually noticed in the game, and that's not something you normally be able to see unless you use free look mode in the Dolphin emulator. If I never used that, I would have never even discovered this, like, clipboard here with these stopwatches on it. And also this laptop that seems to have a little, like, sticky note on it. I'm not really sure what it says because it's so blurry. Also this one. Wait, what does this say? Todd could be... What? Oh, okay. Actually this sticky note right here says something about a guy named Todd, but I can't really read it because it's so blurry. Okay, yeah, things that I never noticed in this game before. And I wouldn't have even noticed either way because the camera normally is obscuring it. So yeah, that's everything I felt like showing off in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, guys. So overall, this is one of my most favorite NASCAR games. In fact, it is my most favorite, which does contradict what I said 3 years ago about NASCAR Racing 2003 season being the best NASCAR game ever made. But personally, guys, I like this one just a little bit more than NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and the main reason is because of the unlockable cheats. That's pretty much the reason why. All these cheats that make the game 10 times crazier, and in my opinion, a lot more fun to play. Like, for instance, wheels that aren't even attached to the body of the car because it's so tiny. It's great. And not only that, but you can actually combine cheats to make it even crazier. I mean, you could combine the mini cars cheat with the monster suspension, or the monster cars cheat, I should say, to give the car, like, a monster suspension with a tiny body, and you can also make it front-wheel drive, too, so, yeah, it's just awesome. This is, in my opinion, the best NASCAR game ever made. This one right here. Now, as for a download link, well, I can't really provide you guys with a download link to this game. I mean, I can't provide you guys the download link to an ISO file of this game, because, I mean, I don't condone online piracy, and the only reason I am playing this on an emulator is because my GameCube doesn't work very well anymore. But, I mean, I do own a legal copy of this game, so honestly, I don't feel bad playing it on an emulator. And not only that, but as far as I know, there doesn't exist a PC version of this game. The only platforms this game was released on were the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, so there is no PC version. But if I can find, like, an Amazon link or something, then maybe I'll link you guys to that if you want to purchase the game for either GameCube or PS2. If I can find a link like that, then I'll put it down in the description. But other than that, guys, I am done. NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, still a really fun game, even after all these years, and it's mainly because of the crazy cheats. I love the cheats. They're one of the best things I've ever seen in a racing game. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!